since sin entered the world, we are mortal. We die. We cease to exist. You see, because the promise of the resurrection of God, the promise of Christ coming from the tomb, 1 Corinthians 15:53, is immortality. For our dying bodies must be transformed into bodies that will never die. Our mortal bodies must be transformed into mortal bodies. Immortal bodies, rather. Then when our dying bodies have been transformed into bodies that will never die, the scripture will be fulfilled. Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting? You see, it's like this. God is the source of life. Let's say that you're a braver person than I am. There's some of you that are much, much braver than I am. Donnie, you're braver than I am. You played football. You're way braver than I am. You played before. Not now, but you played before. All right, so let's say that you go, all right, I love, do you like water? A little bit like to swim? Okay, well, what does you do? You really love to swim. Okay, so you're swimming. Well, you get really good at swimming, and so you start skin diving. You know, snorkeling. Snorkel, fins, you know, all that stuff. It's cool, look at the fish. You think, that's cool, I need to get down among the fish. So you get train for scuba diving. So you have the air tanks on your back, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. You can go down underwater for quite a while. That's pretty cool. Well, you keep going, and you get going even, you're like, I love this. I need to go even deeper. And I need to be able to spend more time under the ocean. So you get into deep sea diving. This is where they wear those really scary metal, like, things, and they have a hose that goes, you don't take your air down, you have a hose that goes all the way up to the top, right? So you're down there and you're checking out stuff, you know? You're down there, dude, this is really cool, and like, you know, little fish come up and look at you, and you look back at them, and you have a staring contest with fish, strange, but whatever. And you have a good time, you're chilling out, underwater, bleep, there you are, right? Having a good time. Donnie's having a good time underwater. Well, the problem is that you start moving around, and you have this hose that's attached to you, right? Well, that's annoying. I need to move freely down here. So you take your diving knife that you have to, you know, get scary things under the water and you poke them and get rid of them. You take your knife and you cut the line that goes from you to the top that gives you air, right? Now I'm free! Except for one thing. Now, into your nose and mouth is coming water. Air is life, water is going to kill you. Especially when you're that deep, right? So God is the source of life. When we cut ourselves away from Him, what we did is we took the knife and went, I'm free! Not perhaps the best plan. Alright? So death is the natural result of being apart from God. You see it back in Genesis 2 tells the story that God came down and He formed Adam of the dust of the ground, and He breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, Genesis 2 verse 7. And man became a living person. When did man become a living person? When the air, the breath of life went into him. After sin, what does God say is going to happen? Genesis 3 verse 19. By the sweat of your brow will you have food to eat until you return to the ground from which you were made. For you were made from dust. And to where will you return? Dust.